Hello class, I welcome you all to this session. This session we are going to discuss a new chapter called staffing. You all know what are the functions of management. We have planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling. These functions are to be aligned in a particular line. That is, you cannot have staffing first. You should only have planning first. So planning, the second step is organizing, the third step is staffing. So staffing is a third step, it is after organizing. In this video, we will be talking about the concept, importance. In the coming videos, we will be discussing staffing process, sources of recruitment, importance and methods of training. As you can see in the picture, a hand is picking up a person. So it is choosing the right person for the right job. This is called as staffing. The concept of staffing, as you all see, the first point, after planning and selecting the organization structure, organizing is basically who has to perform a particular job, where it has to be done and when it has to be done. So the next step to fill the posts in the organization structure is staffing. Staffing simply means putting people to jobs, finding the right people for the right job. Staffing function of management is concerned with obtaining, utilizing and maintaining a satisfactory and satisfied workforce. It is a continuous process. Now, I want you all to take down these points. So staffing function of management is concerned with obtaining, utilizing. Obtaining is selecting, utilizing is using the workforce to achieve the organization goal, and maintaining a satisfactory and satisfied workforce. Satisfactory both for the organization and satisfactory for the employee also, by having proper compensation plan. And why it is called as continuous process? Because it is not right to say that only by certain months we will perform this staffing function. Sometimes suddenly the organization may experience high labor turnover, that is, labor may leave the job and go, or the salaried person's employees will resign and leave the organization. In that case also, the organization needs staffing function needs to be done. Suppose there is a expansion, suppose there is some sort of immediate requirement for a new position, so in that case also staffing function is required. That is why it is called as a continuous process. Staffing is closely related with organizing, since after the organization structure and position post is decided, it has to be filled. It deals with human element of management. No other function of management deals with human element. What is this? See, human element, staffing directly is related with human. Okay, your organization may have lot of resources, but who is going to manage these resources? It's only the prospective, it's only the capable workforce in the organization. The success of the organization is achieving its goal is determined to a great extent on a competence, motivation and performance of its human resources. So every organization which has great human resource, capable human resource, are sure to succeed. Next, we are moving forward to the importance of staffing. The foundation of any organization is the talented and hardworking people. If right kind of employees are not available, it will lead to wastage of, obviously, if right kind of persons are not available, it will lead to wastage of materials, time, efforts and energy. Now, imagine that a new inexperienced person is appointed. there will be some sort of wastage of material, time, efforts, energy in the form of organization. At the same time, suppose you are appointing a well experienced or a talented person, then the time, efforts, energy and material will be saved. The results is suppose you have not got right person, then results in lower productivity and poor quality of output. Assumed greater importance due to the following. What has assumed? The staffing function has assumed a greater importance due to rapid advancement of technology, increasing size of organization, complicated behavior of human beings. So there is a separate department called as the HR department in any organization. So why it has got so much of importance is that it deals with the complicated behavior of human beings. Then there is an increase in the organization size. Obviously staffing function is important. Then the rapid advancement of technology also requires a change in the job position, change in the preference, change in the workforce that's required if there is an advancement of technology. So these are all importance of staffing. We will continue with the importance. So as you can see, the first important is obtaining competent persons. Personnels are otherwise called as persons. Discovering and obtaining competent persons. You can see that there is an interview process in the picture, and they have discovered a competent person. They are very happy. They seem to be very happy after getting that person to be hired. The second importance is higher performance. As you can see that the organization's performance is related with the finding the right person at the right job. If you place the right person at the wrong job, you will not be able to get high performance. Nor if you have the right job but you don't have the right person, then also high performance cannot be delivered. So you can see here, high performance is directly related with the right person at the right job. The third importance of staffing is it helps in continuous survival and growth of the organization. You can see that first there is existence in the picture. There is existence. After that you have the survival. After that you have the success, and then growth, then resource maturity. Now success, after success means after you get profits, if you accumulate the profits and thereby you grow, then you have the resources to be maturing. So in any organization, staffing will help in succession planning. What is succession planning? Future requirement of future managers are being created or recruited in the organization at the lower level, so that the growth and survival of the organization is not affected. The fourth point is optimum utilization of human resources. See, in the diagram, you have overstaffing, you have understaffing. We'll discuss the terms called what is overstaffing, what is understaffing. But what is important is you need to have the balance. You have to avoid overstaffing. Underutilization of persons increases the cost. There's overstaffing will lead to underutilizations of persons. It avoids disruption of work. Now we will discuss what is overstaffing, what is understaffing. So you can find in the first diagram, overstaffing means more play, less work. You see that people are not working. They are literally talking. One person is reading the newspaper. Another person is just chit-chatting with some other person. And this kind of scenario is there. See, this is not a place where you can do all these things. People are recruited for performing their job. So this is the output of overstaffing. What is the output of overstaffing? There is more play and less work, which means the staff are underutilized. It increases the cost for the organization, and there is a lesser productivity in the organization. But if you find the next picture, there is so much of workload given to one particular person. See, suddenly the one person is giving the file, the other person is giving some cardboard, then another bunch of file is given, one phone is given, a letter is given, then he is doing some sort of work also, and he seems to be panicked. and he seems to be anxious. So this is called as understuffing. That is, if you require 10 people to perform a job, giving that job to one person is called as understaffing, or 2 to 3 persons is called as understaffing. It is a risky proportion because the person will feel overburdened, and he can leave the job to find a better job for himself. So correct balance mode is required. That's why in the previous slide we had balance mode. There should not be overstuffing, there should not be understuffing. So the work continues with a balanced mode, better work. The next importance of staffing is improves job satisfaction and morale of employees. Now you can see that a person who is doing a job says that I love my job. So she is very happy, in fact, right? So it improves whenever there is a good staffing function that's carried on by the organization. It improves the job satisfaction and morale of employees. What is morale of employees? See, when an employee is satisfied to the maximum level, he tries to push other employee to the upward direction. If he is not satisfied, then he tries to pull down the other employees. So in an organization, growth kind of attitude, growth kind of mentality people is to be built. How do you build it? When they themselves are happy with the job, only they will try to pull some other person up. So you can see in the diagram that one person is pushing the other person is also pushing, another person is saying that we need to go up. So it is an upward direction. So objective assessment and fair reward will give this morale of employees. There is no partiality there. If you do the good job, obviously your work is going to get recognized. So your morale is being boosted. Psychology have told in many researches in terms of management and psychology, job morale plays a very important role in satisfying the employees in their job. Then financial benefits. So financial benefits is also important, but up to a certain point. But beyond that, which factor is more important is morale, job morale. Okay, and then I thank you all for listening patiently. I want you all to practice this, slides. I want you all to read it one more time so that you will be clear. Okay. I thank you all.